Hey, what's happening? Um, One of my followers who watches my bass muting videos and who bought himself a Mustang bass JMJ model on my recommendation reached out to me on email, and he has developed a replica of the original Mustang bass mute. This fits the Vintera JMJ series and probably others. It's got the mute felt with it, and I'm about to install it and test it out. So hang tight. All right, that took all of 5 minutes. So there it is. Let me tip this down a little bit. I guess I can't. Refocus. Those four little screws that are in the front of your plate really don't hold the plate down. They were originally there for the bass mute that these should have come with. And this is the repro. I really like the idea, but these, how do I see if I can get this a little more? Yeah. These are basically, you get longer screws with it, and you need them because you're supposed to be able to, I think, be able to tip this up and down. And so I haven't driven the screws all the way down through the, so that they're hitting all the time, because if I do, I can't adjust this. It's supposed to be like some sort of a flip thing, but they never fully disengage. Let's hear what it sounds like. This is with it flipped up, supposedly not engaged, but it is hitting a little bit. Now I'll flip it down. I really like the sound, I have to say. Out of the way a little more. It's still barely muted. Let me pause this a second, make another. Alright, I'm back. So what I have now done is I have turn down. I have now driven these screws further down in so that they're making constant pressure on this plate, and I can adjust it. I can tighten it more to lessen or increase the tension. I've got it muted now. So now it's 100% muted all the time. All right. That would be good live. It's really a superior muted sound to me, but the device is not that usable so far that I've figured out how to do it, so that it's not always muted. Let me try something else. Here. Okay, so I've once again loosened those screws. And I believe this is how these are meant to be used. I'm having trouble finding much info online about it. But you can see that, well, you can't because my freaking hand's in the way, but hear that? It's loose. The screws are holding it in place. But now, when I tip it down, that mute is barely touching. And I mean barely. all I can try, is going to make a big difference. These strings kind of get in the way with this thing. Let's see what happens here. Turn that down so we don't have to listen to this crap. Alright. Yeah, it wants to be pushed out now. It didn't make hardly any difference at all. Okay. Now let's tip it down. That's kind of cool. It's hitting on the G, barely hitting on the E. Tip it back up. That is far more usable. Alright, I'm going to leave that on there for a while. I like the sound of a mute on a bass, obviously. I think that after a while would wear at the threads of the screws, you know, that constant up, down, up, down. I don't know, I could be using this completely wrong because there weren't a hell of a lot of instructions with it about use. That's muted. This is supposedly not muted. Probably have to shave that foam a little bit to get away from that constant G string muting. Seems a little fussy. Maybe why they stopped putting them on, but it's kind of cool. Anyway, I'll put the info down below about how to get these. They're for sale by the fellow that designed them on eBay. He's not looking to make money, just recoup his investment. He just thought it would be a cool thing to do. All right, man. See you later.